Hello everybody, Imminent Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XI Online. In the last episode, we took a pause from the Chains of Bromathia missions to go unlock access to various areas of the game that were added in different expansions. So we unlocked access to Ot-Urgen from the Treasures of Ot-Urgen expansion. We unlocked access to the Past, which is from the Wings of the Goddess expansion, and we unlocked access to Adoulin from the Seekers of Adoulin expansion. Now, the one area that I did not open up access to, which is Abyssia, from the Abyssia expansions, of which there were multiple, we'll get around to that one eventually. I am going to need to do that, because there's a lot of stuff in there that is part of work that needs to be done for kind of top-end gearing, but we're not at the top end yet, so I'm not really worried about it. So, if you can tell, I have switched to another job, because we've been working with Warrior. I've gone ahead and unlocked and leveled up Ranger. That's what we're on. We're on a level 75 Ranger, which is focused around using ranged weapons, bows, crossbows, and guns. And so we'll give this a go. And probably for the foreseeable future, we'll be sticking to Warrior and Ranger as our primary jobs. Not that I don't like Dragoon, it is my favorite job in the game, but I ran into an unanticipated problem with Dragoon, which, if you've been watching the videos, you've probably noticed as well, is that the Wyvern constantly interferes with the camera. It's not something that I really notice or bothers me at all when I'm actually playing by myself, but when recording these episodes, it gets on my nerves, so we're going to work on some other stuff. So, for now, for today, before we get back to Chains of Bromathia, I realize that there is one more thing that I need to do. And we do need to work on at least one Treasures of Ot-Urgen mission. Because I need to get to a point where I can get access to what's called Sanction. Which Sanction is basically the version of Signet for Ot-Urgen areas. Which lets you earn what's called Imperial Standing. And we're going to need that when we get around to the Treasures of Ot-Urgen. And this is all closed off. We're going to need that when we get around to the Treasures of Ot-Urgen expansion. So if I can start building that up a little bit now, so that I'll have a pile of it when we get there. No, we want to go this way. Okay, I'm all turned around. Yeah, so we're going to have a pile of it when we get around to working on Treasures of Ot-Urgen. I'll make some things easier. This is where we want to go. So upon first arriving in Ot-Urgen Whitegate, first place you want to come is over here. This area here. Zoom way in. And we should get a cutscene as soon as we come around the corner. What are you doing standing around here? You're just getting in the way. Can't you see how busy I am? What's your deal anyway? You got business with me? This is Naja Salahim. Nope, never seen you before. Your lack of fashion sense, that slack-jawed face, that slouching posture, you can't possibly be from around these parts. You're a foreigner, aren't you? Sorry? I knew it. You're just the type of person I've been looking for. So you came to be a mercenary, did you? Yep, that's the intent. Now you're speaking my language. Your long journey has been worthwhile. We've been waiting for you. Most of our work is official Empire business. In fact, we're the only mercenary organization of all of Al-Zabi that the royal family put its trust in. The best of the best, the cream of the crop. But you won't get any lucrative offers just finishing up grunt work. So don't go thinking you can slack off. Now do you get it? First, you gotta show me what you're made of. Nadja hands us a supply package. There's a prominent organization in this nation called the Immortals. Ever heard of them? Mothers here use stories of the Immortals to scare their kittens into eating their vegetables. The Immortals are the Empress's personal bodyguards, and they only hire the best of the best blue mages around. Common folk like us aren't even allowed a glimpse of Her Royal Highness. But the Immortals, they're different. They have special permission to attend the Empress at close quarters. Attend to the Empress at close quarters. Is this sinking into that thick skull of yours? In other words, you can't get anywhere in this nation without going through the Immortals first. So before you do anything else, I need you to deliver the supplies package and make yourself known. If you manage to make it back alive, we can start thinking about what to do with you. The Immortals guard the Empress to ensure the safety of Al-Zabi and manage affairs dealing with assault. Each assault warden is stationed at a staging point on the Ilrusi Atoll, Davuka Isle, Halvung in the domain of the Mamulja, or on Azuf Isle. No matter how high and mighty the Immortals are, I'm sure they're tired of being stuck out in the middle of nowhere with nothing to do. They'll probably be glad to see you. Go deliver the supplies package and let them know who you are. After that, we can start talking about your contract. Yes, I have to join the Salahim Sentinels Mercenary Company in order to be able to get sanction. So we gotta run this mission. So, let me figure out where I want to go here. Okay, I think the Azuf Isle staging point, because you need to go to one of the staging points, any of them. To deliver this supplies package. And we're going to go to the Azuf Isle one. I think that's going to be the easiest one to get to. Because it is close to a Unity Warp. And it will also get us access to an area called Nashmal, which I want to get a home point there so we can get there quickly in the future. So, a couple of things we can take care of. Now, which... I'm looking for Kaderva Meyer. Oh, not there. Mount Zalem. 119? Face Meadows, did I miss it somewhere? Maybe I will have to... Because the other way to get there is to ride a boat, which I don't want to do right now. Okay. Alternatively... we go to Helvung. Well, for sure there was a Unity Warp there. Maybe I have to be there first. That'd be strange. No, we'll take the long way. Alright, so we're going to head out to Bathlal Thickets and then proceed overland from there. Alright, let's mount up. Chocobo. Alright, so we want to head to Helvung. It shouldn't be a very long ride. Yep, this way will work. Mareeds. Alright, oh yeah, and here's some trolls. One of the beastman tribes out here. Okay, so no more chocobo. Ah, survival guide. Grab that. Okay, now from here, we want to head to I-9. And then head north to the Mount Zalem exits. And these are gonna give me trouble. Yep. Bunch of trust out, though I am gonna sneak through here, so I don't know what's aggressive and what isn't, and I'm really not in the mood to find out right now. Pit of lava. Yes, I'm gonna go straight through here. And then turn south. I hope nobody in here is true sight. That would be annoying. Doesn't look like it. Alright, and here's where we're going to turn north. Alright, so we're now in Mount Zalem. And the thing about these areas, it can take a second for the maps to actually load. Okay, and so we are heading for the Halvung staging point. Let's see. We need to head east to L8 and then north L6. Okay, so we need to kind of loop around a little bit. Now, can I mount here? I can. Okay, good. Alright, and so once we get out of this tunnel, we'll be turning north. Alright, and we need to go through those doors. Alright, so we're in the staging point. We need to talk to Waldine here. What brings you here? This is the Halvung staging point. From here, we keep close surveillance on lands that are of strategic... And whose messenger would you be? I will show him the supplies package. Waldine's staunch expression begins to soften. You brought a supplies package for me? Well, why didn't you say so sooner? This supplies package was created from the oil of a berry that can only be found in the nation of Zwa to the far south. Zwa? It takes days to extract the oil, and the fragrance it gives off is simply indescribable. Here we are so used to the stench of fighting and pain. This oil would be indispensable if ever I should have the fortune to meet with the Empress again. Oh, I must thank you for bringing this supplies package to me. Will a bit of information do? Allow me to explain about the glowing blue device behind you. That is a runic portal. It has the power to carry you to a distant location. I'm not precisely sure how it works, but it is one of the many curious magical creations of the alchemists in the royal court. All speculation aside, however, the device is quite convenient. You should give it a try. You are certain to be amazed when you arrive in Al-Zabi in the blink of an eye. In addition, you'll be able to use the device from Al-Zabi after traveling once from here. I highly advise making use of it when you have urgent business here at the Halvung staging point. Yep, so this is a fast travel method. Attuning yourself to this runic portal will open a path to the Chamber of Passage. Yep, use the device. Alright, so we are now back in the city. And we need to go back to Naj Salahim and report our success. So, I will get myself over there. Alright, and we're almost there. Alright. Let's talk to Naja. Oh, you made it back in one piece. I figured it'd be a chopped liver by now. Sorry about that. I'm sure it was a walk in the park for an adventurer like you. What'd you say your name was again, kid? Judging by your skills, you gotta be pretty famous, right? Well, what are you waiting for? Give me your name. I guess it wouldn't hurt. Tuna. That name just screams power. Can I spell that anyway? You foreigners' names are a real headache. You're gonna have to write that one down for me. Write her name on the sheet. I think I'm signing something. Tuna, is it? My, what an interesting name. I vow, through rain and through wind, running not from storms of arrows and fearing not blasts of magic, to defend in times of beastmen attacks, and to venture out in times of peace. Let's see here. In sickness and in health, through curses and petrification, I pledge myself to Salahim Sentinels for all eternity. Signed, Tuna. Yes, yes. Brilliantly worded, as always. Anyway, I now pronounce you an official employee of Salahim Sentinel. Congratulations! Welcome to the world of being a private second class. You're gonna love working under me. I have plenty to keep you busy. Well, what are you grumping about now? You don't like second class being part of your title? Tough luck. I don't care how spoiled you were in the West, whether you were a knight or a musketeer or a wizard, they don't mean a thing to me. But you better not forget that you're a mercenary now, and a rookie at that. If you got a problem with that, then participate in assault missions or do whatever you need to prove you've got what it takes. Trying to mention it, I don't think I've said anything about assault yet. Let's start with the basics, shall we? First, you need to get your tail over to the commissions agency. That's an order. I'll let them know you're coming, so they should let you see the list of work available. Pick whichever one you think you can handle. Don't forget, you're still a fresh recruit. The most important thing for you to do is to choose a job you can accomplish successfully so we can make a profit. Got it? Now, don't just stand there with your mouth hanging open. Get your tail over to the commissions agency pronto. Alright, but that's as far as we need to go. Get my PSC Wildcat badge, which gets me access to the Mog Locker. It gets me access to Sanction as well. The Mog Locker is an additional storage. You actually have to pay certain items to use, so probably won't worry about that right now. Not desperate for some storage space. Okay, so now that that's done, we can return to our Chains of Promathia missions. And we'll swing around and get to this at some point. Well, once we're done that, most likely. We still have ways to go in Chains of Promathia. So, on that front, I went ahead and got the item that I need. Because what you need to do is, in Soja, you need to farm enemies down there until you get a colored chip. Which I was able to get a gray chip. You basically just go down there and you just kill stuff until something drops. And I believe we trade the chip to Gebby here. Oh, I need to talk to her first, of course. What, you want to explore the towers of Soja? Shouldn't be a problem. We recently opened those ruins to all explorers. However, the Tenshodo is currently conducting an investigation on the deeper areas of the central tower, and we can't have pesky adventurers running around and getting in our way. Though, if you were to scratch our backs, we wouldn't have any problem scratching yours. Just happens that the Tenshodo is searching for a certain jewel that is very popular in the Near Eastern countries. What kind of gem is it? They're thin, hexagonally shaped, and come in rare colors like carmine and cyan. I heard that rich people like to decorate their turbans with them. They even say that sometimes a strange light shoots from their centers, though I've never seen it happen. Luckily for you, we've been finding a lot of those jewels in the other towers of Soja. Unfortunately, some strange device in that place seems to weaken even the strongest of our members. That's where you come in. Now, if you were to find one of those and bring it back to me, I'm pretty sure I could convince the boss to allow you access to the central tower. Yes, that strange device seems to weaken them. Was the old level restriction. So it would sink you down to a certain level, which is no longer applicable. Alright, so now we should be able to trade her the chip. Well, what do you know? This is exactly what we've been looking for. Got 500 gil. You know, you're not a bad treasure hunter. Did you ever think of joining the Tenshoto? Ah, but you probably get bored really quick. Anyway, take this pass. It will give you access to the more sensitive areas of the ruins. But I'll warn you one last time, the Central Tower ruins are still under investigation. Don't expect any search parties if you happen to get lost. I shouldn't get lost. Right, because where we're at and as far as Chains of Bermathia goes is Prisha's lost her amulet. She is unconscious in the infirmary, and we're looking for the strange boy and hopefully finding that amulet. So that's what we're looking for. So now we need to head out to Bosidine Glacier and head into Psoja. Fastest way to get there is going to be via Survival Guide. I've gotten the Survival Guide out there. So, warp to Renewed Gardens and use the Survival Guide here. Teleportation assistance. Foragandi, I think. Yes, Boosting Glacier. All right. I believe it's this tower. This is the central tower. Okay, so you are too weak. Yeah, because these guys were... I think this was like a level 40 or 50 cap. Judging by the levels of the enemies here, probably a 40 cap. But I'm level 75, so these guys shouldn't be a problem. Even if one of them were to aggro me, it shouldn't be an issue. Okay, so now in here, there's these various colored walls. That one's red, that one's green, that one's blue. So, to get where we want to go... we want to head through the red one first. we have kind of this black-purple one, and we have this kind of gray one there. We went ahead through the black-purple one. Right, and then we head through the red wall again. And then we head through the black-purple wall again. And this should get us to a new area. Yep, with a central elevator that we want to take. I'm going to throw up to Semi and give me some shadows just in case. I don't think I'm going to need it. Oh, there we go. Off there. And there's no map here, so that's our 49, but it's still registering as 2 weeks, so they're not going to bother me. And we reach this stone gate. We should get a cutscene when we touch this. Hold the Soja pass up to the door. Yes. And here is a home point. There we go. And we zone in to the Shrouded Maw. Tuna. It's Tenzin. Were you able to locate the fugitive boy? I must have searched the entire landscape surrounding this tower. However, I was unsuccessful in recovering any trace of him. Or uncovering any trace of him. All that remains is the area that lies ahead of... What? What is this chill in the air? All right. now we're going to go into a battlefield. Darkness named. I'm going to see if I can do this as my ranger. If I have to go and get my dragoon, I will. What is the purpose of this place? Oh. What sort of dark rituals were performed here? We are not alone. It cannot be. She is supposed to be resting in the infirmary in Juneau. Yep, somehow Precious here. And there's the kid. And that boy. So you're the one who saved me? What? I'm supposed to give this to... Traitors, there is no escape. It's Diabolos. The terrestrial avatar of dreams, Diabolos. It can only mean we are already inside his dream. Alright. Trust it up. The line of rolls going bonkers. Alright. And good old Shantoto too. Alright, let's go. He has all kinds of different mechanics. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. Nightmare puts us to sleep. He doesn't have a knockback. They will knock us off the platform into a pit that is full of, I think, dire mites. So... Alright, let's go. I'll put my back to a pillar. Hey, Vana'diel, if you could take him off of me, that would be great. Oh, I didn't even do anything. Shantoto just wrecked him. Okay, that works. Your efforts are in vain, for this is nothing but a dream. I am the ruler of the subconscious plane. What you dream becomes my dream, and what I dream becomes your world. Now sleep. I will not let you drag me into your darkness. That flame? Phoenix? The blazing life force of the Avatar throws through my blade. I, Tenzin, left my country in the Far East after hearing the warning of the Avatars. The warning of the Keeper of the Apocalypse's return was imminent. I've come here to request your assistance. Of the 5 crystals, 3 have been overcome by the emptiness. Is it not the duty of the 5 terrestrial avatars to protect the crystals? Let us join in arms and defeat the enemy of light. Battle the emptiness? So Phoenix still remains unwhole. And that is why she continues to feed people false hopes, all the while forgetting the truths that lie in the battles fought 10,000 years ago. False hopes? How can you say such a thing? Listen carefully, children of the dawn. Emptiness is not without reason. Its place is set in the eternal scheme of the universe. And true reason is that which lies deep within your soul. Reason that makes you what you are. So if emptiness is reason, then our souls are filled with... To defy the will of the Twilight God is to defy reason. Any attempt to escape from emptiness is futile. Now that the emptiness encroaches on your soul, you can hear its voice, and the voice that calls back. The voice of the emptiness within you. The voice of the emptiness? However, there's no need for despair. 10,000 years ago, the Kulu too lost all hope. It is then that I was born here, in the depths of their city. I am the ruler of dreams, and within my dreams, within my kingdom of Dynamis, people can escape the harshness of reality. Emptiness consumes the body, but the soul lives on. It lives on in my world. If the Keeper of the Apocalypse truly is on his way, there is nothing left on Vana'diel for the children of Altana. Nothing but annihilation. Now come, save yourselves while you still have the chance. Let go of all you know and enter my world, as have many others. A realm of dreams is a paradise, free of pain and strife. Shut up, you monster! Why would anyone want to live in your prison anyway? And you know we can't defeat the emptiness. Have you even tried? Fool. You have heard the voice of the emptiness, so you are aware what lies beyond my dreams. And even so, you tell me you do not fear what you heard? Why would I be afraid of that? I have survived beastmen attacks, huge explosions, and the fall of Tavnazia. People can do anything if they don't give up hope. Isn't that right, Tuna? Sure thing. Why? Why do you remember what you saw in my world? It was I who led you to my realm, or was it you who led me to yours? If that is true, then this light is that of the crystal. Are you alright? Out cold. I was unable to stop the boy. But for what reason was he here? And what is the truth behind the words of Diabolos? What is still unclear. I must return to Juno and find out if there's anything else that girl knows. Alright, so yeah. Being basically 30 levels above, well, 35 levels above where you should be at this point. And having Shantoto 2, who can just nuke the snot out of anything. Yeah, that was a cakewalk. Alright. Which is fine. Just the way things are now. Alright, so we need to head back to Juno. Which, the easiest way to do that is just going to be to warp out. Have my warp ring equipped. Alright, I need to head back to Upper Juno and talk to Monbro. And that should finish up this mission. Alright. Is Priest even still here? If you're here to see the girl, she's been awake for the past few hours. Or was she just stuck in Diabolos' dream? What do you think we're talking about? You're talking about? There's no way that the Cardinal would... I know, but even if she did, I'm positive there is a reasonable explanation. Oh, Cuna, I cannot begin to express my gratitude for you saving Preesh. Just informed me of what transpired that day. Possessed by an unknown beast within our own dream. You and Tenzin were able to bring her back. However, we still did not know what has become of the amulet she carried. I sense that the goings-on of the past few days are but the tip of the iceberg. Cuna, is there anything more you can tell us? And there's Tenzin rushing in. Alright, that is the question we should be asking you. What are your connections with this criminal that I, the Duchy, and Tuna have been searching for? The boy who constantly eluded the Ducal Guard, where is he hiding? You must answer me. Why was that boy with you, and where has he disappeared to? Hell if I know. But there's one thing that I can say. I don't care if he's on the top of Juno's most wanted list. If it weren't for him saving my butt, I'd be pushing up lilacs in the necropolis. Anyway, it's not the boy I'm worried about. What are you going to do about the monster in my dream? You said you knew what it was, right? Come on, spill it, old man. Why is that thing after me? Diabolos, terrestrial avatar of dreams. Terrestrial avatar? The terrestrial avatars are the 5 powerful gods born of Vana'diel and entrusted to protect her. Many eons ago, the 5 avatars fought a fierce battle with the evil presence that attempted to envelop and suffocate our world. There is the fiery bird of resurrection, Phoenix, whom the blade I carry at my side has been blessed by. And then there is the ruler of dreams, Diabolos, the guardian of the moon, Fenrir, the bringer of rainbows, Carbuncle, and the conqueror of the skies, Bahamut. Bahamut? You've heard of the legend of Bahamut? It just so happens I have traveled across many realms of ocean to this continent in order to meet Bahamut and request his assistance in stopping the Keeper of the Apocalypse. Now that you mention it, when I went to Cape Riverne, I do remember Bahamut saying something about a keeper of some sorts. Keeper of the Apocalypse, Preesh? Those are the words you spoke while you were unconscious. All I remember is that before you guys arrived, that monster Diabolos talked about a song that sang of the Keeper. Was it called Memoria della Stona? The memory of the crystal. He also said that when the Keeper arrives, our pact will be fulfilled, whatever that means. And that's why he told me to see Bahamut as soon as possible. Our pact? What could he have meant? Beats me, and I don't plan on going back there to ask him. But I have a feeling that Bahamut could fill us in on the details. That's why we've got to go back to Tavnazia. Back to Tavnazia? You mean to tell me that you have come from the Marquisate? That's correct. However, we were teleported here by Bahamut when we tried to speak with him. What an excellent turn of events! It just so happens that I have requested transport to Tavnazia from the leader of the Tenshoto, Aldo. If it is possible, I would like you to join me and help me find Bahamut. So you're the guy Aldo was talking about. Well, I guess the more the merrier, right? We'll meet you at the Tenshoto when you're ready to go. Understood. Oh, and you, Tuna? I'll be holding onto this amulet for just a little while longer. You got a problem with that? Hey, and when you're finished with your business here, why don't you come back to Tavnazia? You know the way, right? See you around. Yes, I know the way. It's a quick home point teleport these days. Oh, dude, where am I going? Alright. And so now we need to head back to Tavnazia. So we will do that next episode. For now, we'll go ahead and stop here. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.